Welcome to After the Volcano at Monterroso Gallery. This exhibition brings together work by artists who traveled with the gallery to Guatemala over the past 2 years. The tours are part of our effort to build a bridge between Houston and Guatemala, giving artists a space to step into a different environment and return with new ways of seeing. We visited UNESCO World Heritage cities and villages and experienced living traditions recognized as intangible cultural heritage. We were constantly surrounded by arches and volcanoes. Those everyday views, stairs, walls, light, stayed with the artist long after the trip ended. After returning home, the artists were invited to propose new work based on what remained with them. What you'll see next is a closer look at one of the strongest threads running through the exhibition. When I think about After the Volcano, what stays with me most is texture. Texture shows up when artists are really paying attention. Suzette Schutze is a maker. She works with weaving, thread, wool, and ceramic. What draws me to her work is that you can see the hand of the artist. The materials are allowed to be themselves. Zulma Vega's screen printed images on organza bring translucency. Light passes through the fabric and the image never really sits still. I love that the piece demands you slow down. Angela Corson's work is about contrast. Fine orange threads extend from the wall, held by metal structure. What I respond to here is a relationship between those materials. Something very soft being supported by something rigid. That becomes the texture itself. Marina Fernandez works with sand and acrylic, and her surfaces feel layered and grounded. What I appreciate is how she keeps that texture within her own architectural language. With Audhild Stapleton, texture becomes playful. She works with pastels and crayon, letting marks build through movement and repetition. You can feel her experimenting. The surface records that energy as it's happening. Josey's paintings slow everything down. She works pastels directly onto raw linen, and I love her restraint. The linen stays visible, the surface can breathe. Texture here feels quiet and intentional. John O'Brien's Raku Fire pieces bring another kind of energy. Raku can be unpredictable, but what's clear in his work is control. The surfaces show variation, but they're guided. You can feel experience behind the decisions. Karim Bennett's work brings us back to painting. Thick oil, impasto, confident brushwork, texture carries weight and presence. My own work sits quietly in the space. I work with clay and wood, keeping both materials raw, allowing material and stillness to remain central. This video is just a glimpse. Texture takes time. After the volcano is still on view and the work is best experienced in person.